welcome into your reading. This is going to be a general message. See what is up with you guys at this time. I am reading in the beginning of February. So if you come across this video at that time, then this could be the energy of February 2025. If you come across this video anytime outside of that, my intention is that you come here for a reason and there is a message here for you. So we have a few cards out already. The waxing crescent moon came out and I am recording today. The moon is in Aries and it is actually in a waxing position. So naturally, and this is about growing something. Okay, so right now the energy that is good for planting seeds and growing. Okay, then you also have the Thanatos card from the Archetypes deck, and then the card of Will from the Santa Muerte Oracle. So this card here talks about death. All right, so it's telling me that you have recently gone through big change in your life, and we'll get into it. And then the card of Will here is coming through as well. So this is your willpower, your determination, your dedication to get past something, get through something. What is your underlying reason for going toward this purpose? Does it have to do with love? Are you coming from a place of your heart, or is it something more egotistical? We'll get into that. But this is telling me that there's a destination, there's a goal, there's something that you need to accomplish. It could be external or it could be a feeling as well. Like you want to overcome a feeling that has created itself out of change, out of a cycle ending and a new cycle beginning. All right. So not everyone can handle this type of energy very well. I do think that the Cancers do handle the death rebirth energy well because we are the creators. We are the life givers. So naturally, right, we should be okay with things ending and things changing because that is part of life, right? So we'll see how this plays out in your reading. And then, of course, the Will card is just telling me there's a lot of action being taken or passion around a certain thing. Your inner power, your ability to get past or get through this death rebirth is a focus at this time. Can you do it? Do you have what it takes? Are you strong enough, right? Internally, externally, because of the fluctuating emotions or, you know, the mourning, the loss, the change, your environment, your daily routine, something like that is no longer the same. This could also have to be with some of you working in environments that are changing or have to do with death in some way as well. So how are you handling that? All right. Let's take a look, get started, pull some tarot. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you all have a really nice start to the year. Get comfortable, take a deep breath. Let's see what Spirit has to say for you guys today. What is most important for the Cancer to know at this time, please? What is happening with the Cancer group that I'm picking up on today? Cancer. Come through, Cancer. Cancer, come through. Beautiful. Love, love, love. I always love when this card comes out for you guys. 10 of Cups. Oh my God. Look, I understand that you may perceive this situation to be difficult, but I think that you are understanding enough and perceptive enough to know that this situation, this ending, does not have to signify negativity, right? You are finding the beauty in the situation, the beauty in death, the beauty in change and transformation. You also have the King of Wands, sorry. So you and another person, male or females, switch the roles, are a focus here as well, okay? And I will get into that in a second. But it does make me feel like your masculine and your feminine within you are definitely on the same page. You are nurturing both parts of you. You are utilizing your more receptive, nurturing, creative, fertile feminine side of you correctly. You're utilizing the more action-oriented, providing, protecting, masculine side of you correctly. Okay. So it's almost as though you are your own love. You are your own protector. You are your own nurturer and giver, right? And there's this equal give and take, right? So you're putting yourself in situations where you feel like it is adding to the quality of your life. And you can also provide that situation or that experience with your nurture and your protection and your love, right? So this is also an interbalance of like tough love and gentle love as well. And I love this so much. You're full of love. Your heart is opened. Your heart is glowing. It's bright. It's creating, it's attracting, right? It's like I'm feeling where you go, there's a light and people gravitate towards that light and they need your wisdom, they need your words, they need your love. You know, and it gets to a point, especially in a Cancer's life, and because we are so loving and giving, right? Like it's natural for us that people start to depend on that. So you just want to be careful with that. And I think that you understand that. And you, with the fox here, it's making me feel like you are really piercing and perceptive to when you have to show up in your more tough ways and when you have to show up in your more gentle ways, right? The Empress has everything, okay? From a physical, material standpoint, you're doing amazing. Your willpower, your physical vitality, your energy levels are also on point here with the King of Wands. If you are dealing with another person, these two people are equally passionate, are equally, how can I say, like, independent and established and strong and have a good sense of identity and in their character and their personality, right? And they are coming together in this 10 of Cups, loving, supportive, emotional fulfillment, emotional security type of energy. Okay, so there's this energy flow from the heart, a love flow that is reciprocal. It's giving and taking. One person is more creative into the home, maybe into the physical aspects of life, like the sensing, right? Your senses, like smell, taste, sight, touch, creating a beautiful environment and really basking in pleasure and, you know, what feeds them from like this 3D earth experience, right? Like only doing the things that make them feel good. And then this person over here is action oriented, in control, on point, you know, strategic. They know what they want. They have their eyes set on something they want. And this could be aspects of you as well, right? Because you're doing this interplay between your masculine and your feminine. And so I don't feel any doubts with Cancer right now as it relates to like what they want and what they're going toward. You know, they have a really strong hold on, you know, the vision that they want to create or for their life or something like that. It's like, this is what I want to feel. This is where I want to be. This is what I want to look like. This is what I want to feel like, right? Like, and I know how to get it. I can do it. Don't worry. Like, I got it, you know. Yeah. Feels really strong, very confident, but humble at the same time. What's in Cancer's environment, please? This could be in the form of people, situations, circumstances. Cancer. What is in the environment for the Cancer that I'm picking up on today? Beautiful. Oh my God. In your environment, I mean, there's opportunities all around you. Okay. Like you have a really, really strong support system. You are also involved in this support system. So it's going back to, as I was saying earlier, about the give and take of people or you and your internal self. With the Six of Pentacles, this is, I got your back, you got my back, right? Like the people that you can depend on, the people that you can trust. This card always makes me feel like it takes a village to create. It takes a village to raise something, to build something. Okay, like your strengths, you give your strengths, and then the other person gives their strengths, and another person gives their strengths, and then all of a sudden it's this beautiful creation that's made. And maybe it's in the beginning phases, you know. Maybe we hear with the Ace of Pentacles, there's a lot of ideas flowing through. It's like, oh, we can do this, or we can add that, or, you know, stuff like that. And then just being really clear. Maybe somebody in your environment is also coming through this way as a Knight of Swords. They are direct, you know, in their approach. Very also assertive, similar to a King of Wands, to the point of like they know what they want to say or they know what they want. But sometimes this person can be a little blunt and doesn't think before they speak. All right. They're just really passionate, but like intellectually passionate. I don't know if I can say that, like if that's a thing. But it feels that way, you know, like they have all of these this mental flow, right? And it's like ideas and things, and it turns into this passion, and how they express it and how they vocalize it is very willful. Okay. But they're looking for opportunity, and they're saying they're coming up with solutions, and, you know, they're looking around the group here and saying like, okay, well, this person can bring this to the table and that person can bring that to the table. So that's beautiful. They also come with authenticity and truth. They have a talent. They have a skill for sure. They have this sense of knowledge that maybe is necessary for this situation to create itself or take place. There's something about them that to the outer world, they may not come across as knowledgeable. All right. But I think you know what they're capable of. I think you see their potential, or they have proven their skill set or their talents to you in some way. And maybe they haven't proven themselves in this way to others, but to you, you see that, you know it, and you trust it. You know, there's a sense of like where they're going with this thing. I trust them, right? Like they're not stupid. They're not reckless. They're not going to ruin this situation. You know, maybe you have, maybe you're in a state of like, or a position of leadership or something like that. And you have put some trust in a manager and a person to run with a certain project or something like that. But it does feel like that. Like, you know, that they're made of something good. They can create something good here. Like you see what they're made of. And I'm getting really passionate just talking about it as well. Cancers are natural leaders, right? We are cardinal water. And so when we see potential, we get excited about that, right? Like we want these people, right, to realize their full potential, to feel proud of themselves and, you know, see what they can do, right? Like in reality, create those ideas and make them into something real. So we get excited about that because we can lead people to that. We help people be the best versions of themselves if they allow us to, right? If they come to us and ask for help or in those ways. And maybe this person has, you know, and they're taking your advice and you're molding them or you're guiding them toward it. You're not teaching them the thing. They come with the skill. You're just helping them make the best of it, if that makes sense. Okay. All right. What else, please? Okay, so we're going to use another deck. We're going to go into another part of the reading here. We're going to break down the next 30 days, see what you need to anticipate, what you need to prepare for, what's coming your way. This could also be in the form of external people, situation, circumstances, or just internal conflicts or internal changes, things like that. And we're definitely, we know that you have recently gone through a change. So see where this change is leading you. Cancer, please. Okay. Three of Pentacles. Naturally, we already know that there is people involved and you're building something here. Sharing of ideas. Yes, one person is more in that leadership capacity, but is open to hearing different viewpoints. You have the Six of Swords. It's like, how do we get away from these ugly feelings? How do we put them to rest? Maybe you are listening to self-help stuff. You're on YouTube listening to tarot, but like trying to like move away probably from the thing that has ended. Like trying to come to terms with it, trying to come and accept it in a positive way, in a beautiful way, right? Like not just holding on to the fact that you've lost something, but more so, how can you switch that and use this change to your advantage? So you're practicing release. You're practicing letting go. You're practicing opening up the hand and letting go of the grip. Opening up and letting go of the control, right? Like what you would have preferred maybe did not happen. And it's like, okay, well, it happened for a reason. I need to just allow this, right? And trust the universe, God, spirit, source, that, you know, everyone involved is taken care of, that everybody is okay, that this is a reason for it. And this change, as we know, is just part of life. And yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying here with the King of Cups. Mastering your emotions, controlling your emotions, right? Loving no matter what. No matter how big this change was, no matter how big this loss was, right? Like sending love and nurture into the situation, into the universe, and just holding yourself, right? Like nurturing yourself, healing yourself, being strong for yourself. Knight of Pentacles coming through as well. So slow movement, okay. Slow but steady, slow but dependable, slow but secure, you know, cautious, protective. This thing is, there's somebody or something comes through in the next couple of weeks that is an opportunity for you, that is coming with help, or, you know, something that's, I want to say the word familiar. I don't know why, but this is something that is stable. I feel like this to be different from the top row here and that energy. It's like, you know how when it's cliche, but anybody who has gone through loss and change and all of that, we know that on the other side, there's always something new. Something is coming, right? Like the change itself also indicates that something is coming, something new. You're going to step into something new. This Knight of Pentacles is something new, okay? Oh, 10 of Cups again. I love that. You're going to be happy about this. It's going to fulfill you emotionally. You know, it maybe this is like, okay, your next calling, or like the next chapter of life or something like that. Like it's a spark of like, oh, this is what I'm going to be doing now. You know, this is where I'm going to be going now. This is what I'm going to have my energy going into now. And I think you love it. I think you like it. I think it makes you happy. You're all about it, you know, very supportive. What's that? What's that, Cancer? I'm sorry. Why was I going to say? Oh my God. Why was I going to say Two of Pentacles? That is so weird. There's no Two of Pentacles here, like at all. The Devil. What are you doing here? Oh my goodness. Well, I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is you're indulging in self, right? Like you're indulging in beauty. You're indulging in money, you know, shopping maybe, creating a beautiful environment. But it's this really indulgent feeling with the Empress and the Devil. For some of you, you have someone in your environment, in your life. It almost feels like, okay, hold on, let me get there because I'm feeling it. I just have to articulate it. It feels like this goes two ways, and it could be both. Like there's someone in your life who is devil-like, mischievous, a little destructive, you know, does sort of like indulges in things and is extravagant and, you know, just dark in nature, or it's like a little, I want to say a little pest, or like a little bad, you know, like let's just say like you have like a little friend, or I don't know how to explain it. It's just like you're a bad girl, or you're a bad boy. I don't know. And so it's like this Empress here, like you have a leash on this. Instead of the Devil having a leash on you, it feels like you have a leash on it. Like you're in control of it. And this is also a form of you as well. All right. So how I was saying here with the Empress and the King of Wands being a form of you, this Devil, if it's mixed with the King of Wands, then you have, right, this bad side. Okay. Bad girl, bad boy tendency. And that could mean anything. All right. Let's not pigeonhole it into like certain things. You know, it could be anything, right? It can, and with the Empress, it does have to do with things of luxury, pleasure, money, love, you know, things like that, beauty, especially. So, you're also putting a leash on yourself. Okay. So this may be like, for most of you, it's like an opportunity to invest in something or to spend something, or maybe you're getting like a lump sum of money or something like that. Makes you really happy, and like your first instinct is to spend the money, right? Your first instinct is to go on a shopping spree or something like that, but you're putting a leash on yourself. Does that make sense? Like, no, like we're not going to do that. We're going to use this wisely. And it doesn't have to be money. It could be an opportunity. It could be a right place at the right time. I don't know, right? It's definitely a form of opportunity, though, here with the Knight of Pentacles. So, yeah, it just feels like, no, don't do that, right? Like you have control either over a dark part of yourself or over a dark person who can be extravagant, who can go down some sort of rabbit hole and really get into this dark, you know, side of themselves, right? This is also this thing of like sexual stuff or drug, you know, habits, or being destructive. And with the Six of Pentacles in your environment, I don't know if this is saying like you need to help you're going to come across an opportunity to help someone who is in this type of, who's living this type of life. You know, it doesn't make it's not you. This is you up here, right? These 3 cards that I pull in the beginning of the reading is always the personal energy of the sign that I'm reading for. The King of Wands can be devil-like, but with the 10 of Cups in the middle here, there's an immense amount of love. Okay, this King of Wands will do anything, right, for the people they love, and they will fight, and they will be aggressive, and they will take control, and they will protect and protect and protect. Like, that's a King of Wands with a 10 of Cups. So it doesn't make me feel like the devil is you, you know. Although the King of Wands does have devil-like tendency, but more in the, I'm feeling like, because of the good light here, it's like more in the fun ways. I'm also getting a sense of like, maybe you how can I say, like, there's a little change in you where you go through phases. Okay, Cancer is wild naturally, right? It's this energy that cannot be contained, it cannot be controlled. And especially when young, a Cancer type of person indulges in these phases, right? Then they control themselves, especially when they have kids or they have responsibilities, things like that. But they always have this underlining sense of wild nature. And so that's why I'm feeling like it's the wildness in you that you feel like you have to contain. But because you're feeling so freaking good, it's like your edginess is coming out a little bit here and there. Your wildness is coming out a little bit. And maybe it's like you're opening the doors, or you're giving room for this little devil-like energy to come through for a little bit. But at the same time, it feels good. There's light around it. Okay, so it's not making me worry. And I don't want you to worry either. King of Pentacles. Seven of Swords. Not good. Whoever this King of Pentacles is. Does this King of Pentacles not like the wildness in you? Four of Wands. One more, please. Beautiful. Ace of Swords in the bottom. What's happening here? So you have the Four of Wands, Ten of Pentacles together. If you know tarot, you know how beautiful this is. A King of Pentacles is also amazing. Like, if you are around a person who is a King of Pentacles, like, that's amazing. Why the Seven of Swords, though? My instinct here is telling me that there could be power plays between you and this King of Pentacles. Because your wildness is coming out a little bit, that feeling, that sense of you cannot control me, you cannot contain me is coming out. And a King of Pentacles, it can be very controlling. They have, and it's not even a sense of like, they have control. They take control. Like, they are in control. Like, that's their purpose. That's their role. All right. And that's fine. Okay. Everybody has a role to play, right? Like, that's who they are. And that's great. But there's a difference between having control and wanting to control another, right? So maybe there's like this power play or like a little fine line here that's happening. But it has to do with the home It has to do with the happiness of the home, the money that's coming in and out of the home, what it is that you're building, what it is that you're creating, getting out of the control. I also think that some of you are actually strategizing around home things. Like, I don't know if it's like purchasing a home or investing in family, investing in home, but there is a plan here. Okay. So the control factor can still be of a thing because the devil is here. All right. That's why I'm bringing up the control. The devil has control. So that's one thing, but like in another situation in your life, you may be thinking of a plan as to how to invest and build a home, buy a home. You know, there's a lot of family. This is like the people inside the home. Okay, your legacy, like what you are leaving behind, or you know, where your money is going. Like, what are you seeing? Any results from the things, from that output, right? Like, what results are you getting from your output? There's a lot of collaboration and talk and exchanging of ideas and negotiations, things like that. All right, let's get some clarifiers. Okay, what is it? 3 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, the Tower. Sorry, 4 of Cups. Yeah, I mean, it's what we said, right? Like, this is about the change that has recently taken place. You know, you just feel a little down about it, and that's okay, right? Like, it's something big that just came down. Like, the Tower is an energy of breaking down something that was stable, that had longevity, that had history, that took a lot of work, like something that is a big impact, right, in your life that was just changed and taken away or torn down in some way. And I think, like I said, you're taking it really well. You know, it's a 4 of Cups energy. So it's just like a letdown. It's not necessarily like a all out depression. 10 of Swords, King of Cups. 8 of Coins. Yeah, the work that it takes now to rebuild. The work that it takes to rebuild. You're probably not even building yet. This is probably like still in the beginning phase. But you had to get control of your emotions in order to rebuild. Okay. And I think that that's what you're working on right now, the beginning of February. Knowing that, you know, life goes on, things go on. What can you build now in order to do that? Your heart needs to be strong here. And I love this. I love how this card looks. I don't know if you can see it. But working on the love, working on strengthening your heart again, working on healing from this loss. Okay, working on becoming that King of Cups, that strong, emotional, stable energy. Okay, King of Cups loves hard. A King of Cups loves deep. Their heart is strong. Their love is strong and solid for being water. And so working on building that muscle, that heart muscle again. Knight of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, and healing from this loss, right? Good job. King of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. All right. Okay, well, your significant other, your other person, and if you're single, this could be an indication that somebody of the King of Pentacles stature is coming through. But they're bringing an opportunity that makes you super happy here. Okay. This devil could also indicate, it's also indicating to me here with the Two of Cups now is like, there's passion, intensity, connection, intimacy, magnetism, like these sexual desires and the loving desires of two people are coming through right now. And it does make me feel like if you, how can I say, like two people here, one is very Cancer feminine, whether you're male or female, and the other person is like this devil. So it's like, how can I say this and like be suitable for anybody who may be watching it, but like somebody just desires this Empress so much. Do you know what I mean? Like is obsessed with them. The Empress is their obsession. The Empress is their possession. The Empress, like, this is what they live for. This person is what they live for, you know, and they will protect them and they will love them and they will satisfy them and they will, provide for them, like at all costs, right? Like the Empress is their world. And it's making me feel like that. And so there could be like an offer coming through from your significant other or something like that of love, of support. But there's an immense amount of love here. The Devil and the Empress. The High Priestess, beautiful. This is a bigger calling. This partnership, this union is spiritual. Page of Swords, getting to know one another, communicating. One more, please. Five of Swords. I'm feeling that there's like the darkness from this devil is coming out. The Empress is helping from a spiritual standpoint understand where the darkness comes from. It's almost like a little therapeutic as well. You know, sometimes two people come together and their dynamic is healing, right? I do feel that this Empress, obviously, you know, the Cancer has these psychic healing power, and is able to see through the darkness, to see through into the vulnerability, into the source of why the devil person is so devilish. And that's like, because the Cancer has that capability to see past ego, to see past pride, to see through into the soul. That's why we're so loving and accepting, because we see the soul in everyone, right? Sometimes people don't have it, right? Sometimes we know that's a pure fucking demon right there and I'm staying away. But I mean, maybe sometimes you don't stay away as well, but regardless, like we still see past the dark, right? Past this perceived badness. And that's why we love and we accept, because, you know, we know what's up. And so it's just a matter of like, oh, the Page of Swords is understanding what makes the devil, and getting to that Five of Swords truth about this person. And to them, it's like, okay, I get it. I get why you are the way you are. King of Pentacles and Seven of Swords. Let's get to the truth in this. Queen of Coins, the Magician. One more. This card is specific to this deck. Where's this deck at? What did I do with it? Shoot. Hold on, I'm trying to find it. I don't know what I did with it. Oh. So this is the Tarot of the Shadow Realm. And this card, Apotheosis, talks about ascending. Okay. Interesting. What are we ascending past? What is this? Because the Seven of Swords comes with strategy, right? A strategy to get out of a situation, usually. There's intellect, there's some manipulation using words and knowledge and this cunning way to get past a situation, to get your way, comes with the Seven of Swords. That's why it's always this thing of like, oof, like, because it's not just direct and truthful. There's motive with the Seven of Swords, right? The things that they say, the things that they do, it's for a reason. And yeah, sometimes the reason is it's not bad, right? Like, that is this person's own motive. Like, that's their prerogative. That's their thing, you know? But this is saying that there is a motive at the end of the day. But what is that motive? To get past, to ascend past something. The magician is using all of his skills, talents to get his way. There's definitely an energy of getting your way or somebody else getting their way. But this Queen of Coins does not make me feel like these two people don't make me feel like they are you. So I don't know if you're like watching this happen. Or this King of Coins wants to turn you into a Queen of Coins, male or female, by using his powers, his or her powers of manipulation with the Magician. The Magician's a beautiful card. It creates things. It's the alchemist. But there's a Seven of Swords here. A Magician mixed with the Seven of Swords is never a good combination. Eight of Swords. Feeling trapped. Feeling like mentally like you can't get out of a situation, or feeling like there is that sense of control that I was saying earlier as well. It feels like this person, in order for this beautiful energy of the Four of Wands and Ten of Pentacles to happen and to be, it's like, how can I say it? It makes me feel like this person has to overcome whatever the Seven of Swords energy is. Like those tendencies. They have to ascend past these tendencies. And I was saying that the devil is an energy of like wanting, like being obsessed with the Empress and wanting to protect them and love them and do all the things for them. But when that energy has gone too far, right? At what point does it start to feel like control, you know? And the Eight of Swords is like, I'm trapped, because the Eight of Swords came out to clarify the Queen of Coins. So the King of Pentacles wants to make Cancer, the Empress here, the High Priestess, into a Queen of Coins. It's coming through with this controlling tactic. And the hypothesis is telling me that this person has to get past that, has to overcome this tendency that they have if they want the Four of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles energy. these tendencies of the Seven of Swords bring sadness and darkness into the Four of Wands and Ten of Pentacles. It brings darkness and sadness into the home. Okay. Seven of Swords again. If you're not careful, like you need to get down to the truth of this person. And I know that you're working on that up here. Like you're working on it. But there's a true darkness here. And be careful not to perceive that when I say that as like just a bad person. I'm talking about like a person's makeup, how they were born, or like what they went through when they were younger to become this way. There's a depth to this person. It's dark, right? And it's like it's like another world, you know. Their world, their world is not yours. Like it how can I say this? Like, I'm not just saying that the Seven of Swords is coming in and you're like, oh, you're dealing with a narcissistic, you know, manipulator. You may be. Okay, so if that's your thing, then you need to control that. But I'm also saying that this person's personality, character, soul, spirit has a darkness to it that creates that. And I'm seeing like smoke or like just this energy flow within the home. So you need to be careful with that. And I don't know how you can fix that or how you can heal that. Again, this person needs to work on ascending past it. This is the stuff that they need to work on here. One more. Like, it's difficult to change if that's who you naturally are. But in order for there to be light and happiness in this home, it needs to happen. There's no other way. Beautiful. King of Cups. Yeah. You need to get to that King of Cups state. The love, as we know, no matter how cliche it sounds, love will fix that. If this person loves enough, right, then that's all that it takes to be able to ascend past. And it's almost like if I feel like I want to do this, you know, like they need to fix this seven of swords energy. Needing to trap a person and control a person is unnecessary in this situation because there's already love. There's no reason for that. Why? Where do those tendencies come from? Why does this person feel like they need to do that when it's unnecessary? Right? Like you're already here with them. Like there's no reason to, because there's fear. There's fear of loss. This person has a fear of loss. That's why they need to control. Okay. I'm just going to get one oracle card. See what the Witching Hour Oracle has to say to you today. Get a good takeaway message for the Cancer, please. The blood trail. Holy moly. Magnificence. There's something about your bloodline for sure. It also making me feel that there's a group of people or two people who are molding or like coming together, like the blood trail, like not saying that you're doing this literally, but it's almost like a consecration of relationship or bonding, okay, this month. And it's also legacy, ancestry, what you're made of, right? Like your DNA, like who you are, your authenticity, right? Like part of who we are has to do with our ancestors and our bloodline. what type of bloodline do you come from, right? A Cancer's bloodline is important because of the history that Cancer is associated with, because of the birthing and the motherhood, right? So your mother, your mother's mother, your grandmother, like those types of things, like what would they do? You know, is your power is also derived from them, right? Like if you're a woman, even a man, but like that feminine power coming through the bloodline. Okay. There's no Cancer who is not powerful. So, and that's a strong bloodline that, you know, is coming through today. So something about that, it's like telling me, what would your bloodline do in this situation, right? Like, how can you handle this with love, but also an immense amount of power? It's that blending together that makes the Cancer. Okay. All right. So that's it for today. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you got something out of it. If you did, click the like button. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not already a subscriber. Take a look at your rising sign, moon sign, partner sign. Hope you have a wonderful month of February, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.